Chris, I believe you. Is it true that you taped Kathryn and sent the tape to Vince? Could you talk about that a little?
We did like a little exercise, a little like video diary.
Forgot about that. That was great.
And I hung out with Kathryn, and she sort of was walking through her day as Millie Kessler. I remember like I dragged Kathryn to like a Sweetgreens and sort of, and she was like sheepishly ordering a sad salad. But it was also just to like, I thought it was a cool way to sort of start figuring out mannerisms and sort of body language. But also like Kathryn and I talked a lot about like Millie's life experience, you know, and her past. And then when Kathryn and Vince and I got together in our rehearsal, you know, there was a lot of talk about the characters. And then what was great was that this other sort of dialogue began really between Vince and Kathryn, where they started to kind of share and hand things off to each other. And Vince was amazing, you know, in terms of really understanding the nature of the butcher and the physicality of the butcher and how he moves through the world and how he zeroes in on his prey. And he really was able to sort of bring a lot of that to Kathryn. And so it was a super cool process to be a part of. But also when you work with actors as good as these guys, sometimes you also just get to step back and watch them do their thing, which I love.
Vince, are you like, you're sent this tape of Kathryn. Are you sort of practicing this at home?
No, because, you know, it wasn't really Kathryn. You were building these characters. So I think what made it good for both of us was, yes, you bring things from yourself, but you were kind of designing in with Chris, like, you know, whether it's insecurities or physicalities that you lean on. So it wasn't like doing an imitation of Kathryn as much as finding common threads of physicality as well as emotional points of view that we could share with these characters. But to the point of working with Misha and Celeste, they were so great and we had so much fun. I think we were all fortunate that there was a nice chemistry there to joke and to feel kind of made our jobs easy, you know. And where Ruck is concerned, I didn't get to see any of it until the movie. And I thought he was so great in it because he's so kind of dismissive and so kind of cold. So it's an odd experience as an audience goer because this is a disturbed serial killer. But in an odd way, because of the performance early on with him and Kathryn, you're sort of rooting for the serial killer in that moment to serve justice to that teacher, which is a really interesting point of view as an audience member to be in.
Will you shut up? Look, I know this is crazy, okay? And there's a lot of voices competing. You see my friends, you know, Nyla and Jocelyn, they're on my side, okay? And this is clearly not me. Have you ever seen me dressed like that? I mean, I kind of like a lot of what he's doing with it, but it's the point is that you've never seen me dressed like that, right? Do you like that? It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm giving you a lot of information and you literally just woke up. Whew. You look great.